Okay, I think we're back. All right. Okay. Comcast, would you kindly go fuck yourself? Okay? I don't care if it's the middle of the night. Stop shutting my damn internet off. Nope, no step. Okay, so I am back. As you can tell, my internet decided to say, nope, this bitch is done talking. What? So, yeah, it's like, here's the thing. Comcast, if you're going to do like residential maintenance, save this for like 2 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody's at work. Well, anyway, at least that wasn't like a, hour and a half long crap out. Because, yeah, that's been a thing before. What am I on? Oh, okay. I had this long-winded rant about, failing upwards, and it's kind of dawned on me. I was sitting there talking to myself for I don't know how long. I have a loose hair that is like reflecting just enough light to stand out. I swear it is hanging off my nose. Okay, so that's gonna be the VOD of this little jank, because there's gonna be like 2 of them. Yeah, I was just sitting there, just blah 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 blah, and I just not even paying attention to the game, just going on about this, all the stupid shit that keeps popping in my head about how messed up media in Hollywood is today. Didn't even notice that the internet died. Well, the modem died, I should say. They're one of those things where it just like shuts off, goes and does a little maintenance for it on itself, and it just yeah, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Okay, loose hair. Also, there's another thing. Okay. So like, I got this loose hair that like light hits it and I see it out of the corner of my eye. That doesn't help the fact that I've got this new glasses. Well, new-ish. I haven't been wearing them for even a year, but I'm noticing that if I'm looking like towards the edge, it kind of distorts shit. I mean, to the point where it looks like you're seeing shit out of the corner of an eye. I literally could have reached up and grabbed that bird. Okay, I think we've got 2 quail we're looking to bring in. Go let the dog do his thing. It's kind of funny. I watched the dog come walk through the corn stalks. He's just bending him out of shape like Superman, breaking the bending the iron bars of the prison cell. So basically, this scenario right here is one of the reasons why the 410 bore shotgun doesn't really prove to be particularly useful, because it's a single shot, and when there's quail involved, it's usually never just one bird. Okay, we got all the birds. At least all the birds that we shot. Okay, so hearing that quail make that loud tweet noise, you know, the quail sound, that kind of reminded me of, if anybody ever watched the cartoon show Doug, he had his own little homegrown superhero quail man. It was basically just Doug, but with like his belt around his head and his underwear on the outside. I was remember at Fort Jackson, we had one guy that looked exactly like that. In fact, one day he actually, just out of sheer boredom, dressed up as Quail Man. And for a second, I forgot what his name was, but I remembered, oh, yeah, that's right. Richard Wood. That was his name, Dick Wood. And yeah, in Army barracks, ooh, yeah, that was not, that was, that's where you lie about who you are. Yeah, that was one of those things. I don't think he ever quite managed to get past that. I mean, he probably did because he's probably used to it, but at the same time, he has like people. Everywhere that dude goes, you know that somebody's going to be making inappropriate jokes. It was like decades ago. Took a hunter safety class, and the instructor was having a hard time saying one dude's name. The reason why is because the dude's name was Bill Dam. And I don't mean Dam like, oh, we're backing up the river today. No, it's not just like, damn it, that dam. I'm just like, who in the hell ends up naming that? You know, how do you get that name? Wait, was that actually the rabbit I was just tracking? What the hell did he do? So he ran across the road, ran back, decided to change his mind, and then head this way again. I believe the term for that is dumb bunny. It's kind of funny. The wind says I should be going that way, but I, on the other hand, want to go that way. So we have a bit of a problem here. Okay. Okay, where the fuck did this rabbit go? Wait a minute. Aha! That's what I thought. Shit, where is he? Okay, so there's this. Aha! Something is not striking me as right here. That's one. I don't think that was necessarily the one we were chasing before. It wasn't. Shit. About a wild goose chase. Where is this bunny going? What the hell? Okay, clearly I missed something. Aha! Gotcha, you little prick.
I am having too much fun editing your videos, lol.
I'm gonna say knock yourself out. See, I think, what is it? I think that the New England mountains actually does have a corn maze. Cause it always reminds me of fucking Jeepers Creepers. Ah, damn it. Alright. I need to head down here.
Back to stealth lurk mode.
Oh, yes, the stealth lurk. Excuse me, unless I get to be a little obsessive compulsive here. Okay, so this is actually one of the nicer houses. As you can see, this one's actually pretty nice. Very wide, spacious, nice kitchen. Got 8 burner stove, dual ovens, microwave we don't give a shit about. Nice sink, dishwasher, big old refrigerator.
Ignore the Discord notification about to happen. I'm putting the video in your server.
Got a nice little gaming laptop over here. Big old fireplace. No TV, which is kind of weird, but cozy bed. Room with a view. Okay, I said room with a view, and that reminded me of an episode of NCIS where Is and Donozo, and I think Ziva are, or maybe it was Kate. They're investigating something. Kate bends over, and Donozo, first thing he says, room of the view, snaps a picture without missing a beat. Gives it, reaches up, and whack, right in the back of the head. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Well, there's another weird thing about going back to the story of modern Hollywood being like just full of shit and somehow failing upwards. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, light change. So here's the thing: NCIS ended up, big popular NCIS, right? Big huge detective murder mystery kind of thing, right? They end up having this prequel spin-off that for some reason Mark Harmon is producing and narrating, and yet the people that wrote this show clearly have never watched NCIS before because they're completely unfamiliar with the source material. They don't know the character of Leroy Jethro Gibbs. They write him as just like this obnoxious douche, and they incorporate characters that are never mentioned at any time in the mainline series, and it's so weird. I brought that up because it's like that's NCIS is one of my mom's favorite shows, so the reason why she watches this new prequel series is because there's pretty much nothing else on. How is there always a tree right in the wrong spot? Okay, apparently I got a good enough hit. Yeah. Just say no to bulletproof gators. Yeah, you would do that. That reminds me of going down to the Australia map and doing the saltwater crocs. If you sitting there just under the water with the mouth open, look in the water and just see like teeth.
Hot chalky time dance commence.
Uh, okay, apparently hot chocolate. Oh god, that reminded me of that creepy ass scene on fucking Polar Express where they're doing the hot chocolate. Ugh. That whole movie was just like a fucking fever dream from hell. What the fuck was wrong with those idiots? It's like everything was Uncanny Valley. Tom Hanks has like way too many roles in there. For some reason, there's a kid that's like, like Michael Douglas from Falling Down. And it's like when they start getting into more like cartoony styles with like the conductors of the train, these guys are cartoonish, but still get that uncanny thing bordering on the grotesque. It was such a fucking weird ass movie. That's like a lot of things with like kids movies. For some reason, they are absolutely bizarre. You know, if they get any kind of critical acclaim, they're always the weirdest damn nightmare fuel. You know, like there was originally The Wizard of Oz, right? 1939 classic. You know, everybody, you know, studios had to make it, you know, acceptable to be on screen. Well, sometime later in the 80s, they ended up doing the sequel, Return to Oz, and oh my god. They had this short, squat Tin Woodsman guy. Well, he's not really a woodsman, he's just a tin man. There's this other creature, which is like a bunch of random furniture just stuck together. One of them was a talking moose head. That was an animatronic. So if I'm not mistaken, it was also one of the earliest uses of CGI with this guy that was the King of the Mountain, the Stone King, that for some reason was wearing the ruby slippers. Yeah, he's like this big rock guy with like a stone beard, and for some reason his royal robes has these dainty little ruby slippers because apparently he was feeling fabulous today. You know. But the funny thing is, Return to Oz was actually more true to the original Wizard of Oz story because there's actually a series of books. Uh, it was actually intended, believe it or not, as like psychological horror for children. Which raises the question of what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I don't know about you, but I don't know too many kids that are interested in psychological horror. For most children, that's just kind of day-to-day life in general. Most kids are afraid of the monster under the bed in the first place. The last thing they need to do is think they're going to step through their closet and end up in Oz. All right, there, dog. Get to work. That was a lot of quail. Yeah, speaking of stepping through the closet and ending up in another world, that kind of reminded me of watching Side Eye Guy talk about Project Fear, which is the YouTube iteration of Destination Fear. God, what the hell is that guy's name? Dakota Lanning or something like that. He was the guy that was on Destination Fear and previously on Ghost Adventures, working with Zach Baggins. And it was kind of funny. They ended up going to the Conjuring house, and Side Eye Guy's been to the Conjuring house, and he's been alone in the basement. he points out that it's actually a really, really small, like 18th century basement. For some reason, they're going off like they got lost in Narnia, you know? Apparently, now the Conjuring house is being sold after the previous owner of the property ended up, for some reason, going completely batshit and claiming that Jason Hawes was an assassin that was sent to kill her. Yep, that was a thing that actually happened. Okay, so if we're lucky, the dog will be able to get all the birds. Honestly, I was not expecting them to fly at me. Yeah, according to Beardo, the Conjuring house is finally being sold. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there is one more. Oh, I mean, one more besides that one. I forgot about that one. Okay, that's all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 quill. Ha ha ha. Okay, I just gave myself a little bit of a giggle on that. That reminded me of that was basically a direct reference to that one episode of Family Guy talking about Meg's dating life. I forget what the vampire's name was from Sesame Street. I think it was just the Count because he would help kids to count. But this one episodes where they're talking about how Meg couldn't keep a date because of all of her various flaws or something like that. But it's got Meg and the Count, and the Count's just like, one nipple, two nipple, 3 nipple. Oh, hell, whoa, 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 hell no, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. I was trying to halfway kind of string that together in a competent joke, but I was also trying to track a rabbit. Okay, something seems off here. Okay, that's not right. Okay, so looks like one of them may have gotten away. Once again, the bunnies have been taking orders directly from what remains of the KGB, specifically to spy on me. For fast traveling via a secret crystal powered portal straight back to hell. where they pop out in an underground subway tunnel somewhere in Moscow and give their report. I swear it's like they just strain a bit, pop a crystal out of their ass, run around in circles, then poof. Okay, well, anyway. I'm going to say trophy lodge time. Ah, yes, this kangaroo thought he was the one. Only to find out that, yeah, he's actually not in the Matrix, he's just a video game character. Huh, really? I've been falling behind on my taxidermy. Gotta admit, with that big old library like that, you kind of have to be glad that water buffalo's dead. Because if you've ever been falling behind the herd, well, watch your step. Oh, this is kind of a neat feature. This is one of those things that's like, you don't really see it in like houses, like inside windows like this, you know? It's like, you might see this in like a Red Lobster. Not that Red Lobster is like the epitome of fine dining or anything like that, but you know. Just the idea of having a window inside to separate rooms, but at the same time still see, you know, the grand entryway. Yeah, it's pretty obvious this is a lodge. There is like... There's a couple of beds, there's tables. But near as I can tell, everybody just orders in like DoorDash. There's no kitchens, there's no bathrooms. Looks like we got a bedroom with a cozy bed. We've got, you know, chairs with leather softer than pudding. Yet, for some reason, yeah, our grand banquet table. Nobody's actually eating gourmet meals prepared by a chef, you know, in the kitchen comparable to five-star restaurants. Nope, everybody's just ordering Chinese takeout. Okay. I don't think the record player has a needle in it. Okay, well, anyway, let's see. I'm debating if I should keep going for a little bit because I had a little bit of an internet crap out, but at the same time, it's after 2 o'clock in the morning. My 4 hours is up, and I kind of gotta go. So, okay. All right, this one. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm like really irritated. I don't know how long Maynard was off. Couldn't have been too long because you know it's like I want to say like 5-10 minutes. Just enough to be irritating. But anyway, like I said, I've got to get out of here. It's after 2 o'clock. My 4 hours is up. My voice is starting to say, "Shut up, bitch." So yeah, I'm getting out of here. So I will be back tomorrow with. I'm not entirely sure what. I'm planning on, I think, Fallout Wednesday and Skyrim Thursday. And I'm keeping Friday open for multiplayer something, be it Phasma or Helldivers or Ready or Not, whatever. I'm like trying not to belch in the mic, okay? I got like that one air bubble. It's just like, is it a hiccup? Is it a belch? Let's just go ahead and wait until you're on air and just like blast it in everybody's fucking ear. Yeah, great. So anyway, I'm getting out of here. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with something. Whatever happens to strike me at the time. Could be Farmson, could be, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I've got to go. So, for watching, thanks for watching. Hope everybody was entertained. For watching the recording of this, I see Logan still here. Again, thanks for watching. Hope everybody was entertained. Beyond that, whoever has a wonderful morning, new night, what it is, where you are. We'll see you again next time. I have got to go. Mouse, get over here. Quit talking tonight. Back in over here. Poof.
つのかね、終わることのないこの世界。悲しい子供は虚しい子供は